This Celadon bowl from the Trout Gallery's collection was possibly crafted in China as early as the Southern Song dynasty, which lasted from 1127 to 1279. It is made from porcelain, what is known as Yingqing ware, which is white porcelain covered with a light blue glaze. Its size is 7.5 by 2, which means that can be comparable to a small plate. In terms of its condition, it appears to be very well preserved without any obvious signs of fragility. The color of the bowl is a finely spread light blue-green, which is aesthetically combined with the figures inscribed in the interior. By examining the visual features of the bowl, in combination with the cultural and historical context in which it was made, we can deduce more conclusions about its utility and its significance for that era. At first glance, we can see that while the exterior of the bowl has no particular inscriptions or pictorial ornamentation, on the interior there is the image of two fish around the base of the bowl. The fish are inscribed in a head-tail position while they are surrounded by multiple curve-shaped lines which apparently indicate water. In addition, it is very clear that the fish were impressed more deeply into the wet clay than the rest of the curved lines, since they are comparatively more noticeable on a first look. By examining the bowl more closely, further details can be distinguished. At first touch, we can estimate that its weight doesn't exceed 1 pound, which in combination with its relatively small size suggests that the bowl is of high quality, and justifies the high production and the extensive trade of such bowls. In the interior of the object, the contrast that the glaze forms with the inscriptions gives at the bowl the brightness that it lacks from the picture. Furthermore, we can detect symmetrical patterns in the designs, which further highlight the idea of water. Thus we can assume that it was crafted in order to contain water or potentially some other liquid. This emphasizes the importance of the specific bowl for the Chinese culture and more specifically for the imperial life. According to Rosquer, porcelain bowls made of precious wares such as the Yingqing type were produced for the exclusive use of the emperor and his household, which came under specific categories. Although Kerr's statement refers to wares produced during the Qing dynasty, such exclusive production and use may have also been the case during the Song dynasty. However, although their use was reserved for the higher class, it didn't hinder their production or spread to other cultures such as Korea and Japan. Indeed, Jessica Rawson has noted that there was a tremendous expansion in the production of ceramics in the Song period. This expansion, in combination with an elevation in the artistic standards and cultural activity, is the reason why, according to Rawson, many ceramics embody the notions of the era in their elegant shapes and luminous monochrome glazes. In the case of our object, we can see the above development being illustrated in the simple yet elegant silhouette and design motifs which are enhanced by the glitter of the blue glaze. Besides its artistic qualities, the bowl held symbolic significance as well in Chinese imperial life. As we mentioned, the inscribed fish and their surrounding shapes suggest that the bowl was made to contain water or possibly other types of liquid. The fact that fish is directly related with water reinforces the above assumption. Since the basic symbolic meanings of fish have to do with fertility, creativity, eternity, transformation, abundance, prosperity, we can assume then that through their use, some symbolic meanings were believed to be transferred to the owner. These kinds of vessels were, in effect, conveyors of good luck. After examining the visual aspects and symbolic connotations of the bowl, we can understand its economical importance. For example, the fact that there was a large production of porcelain bowls during the Song and subsequent periods, and that such porcelain wares were found in various cultures outside of China, such as Korea and Japan, demonstrates its economical significance for the trading practices of the era. Thus, it is easy to understand why the Chinese porcelain bowls that survive until today, such as this one, are highly prized.